Archangel Michael says, "Beloved soul, transformation does not always arrive with noise. It does not always shake the ground beneath your feet or announce itself with dramatic signs. Sometimes it begins in silence, in the subtle shifts of your thoughts, in the soft changes in your reactions, in the quiet realization that you are no longer the same person you used to be. And that is where your transformation has already started. You may not see it clearly yet, but something within you has been adjusting, aligning, preparing. Your perspective has been refining. Your patience has been strengthening. Your understanding has been deepening. These internal movements are the foundation of everything that is about to unfold in your outer life. Archangel Michael says, "The reason this transformation feels unexpected is because you were not chasing it aggressively. You were simply living, learning, enduring, reflecting. Growth formed naturally through your experiences. You walked through confusion and came out clearer. You walked through disappointment and came out wiser. You walked through uncertainty and came out steadier. Each step quietly reshaped you. And now, the version of you standing here today is capable of stepping into something greater without losing balance." Beloved soul, transformation does not mean abandoning who you are. It means expanding who you are. It means your confidence becoming more grounded. It means your boundaries becoming healthier. It means your relationships becoming more aligned. It means your decisions reflecting maturity rather than impulse. This kind of transformation is sustainable because it is rooted in awareness. Archangel Michael says, "You have been prepared more than you realize." The challenges that once felt heavy were strengthening your discernment. The delays that once felt frustrating were refining your patience. The quiet seasons were teaching you self-trust. Nothing was wasted. Every experience was shaping your readiness for what comes next. Beloved soul, you may begin noticing subtle changes around you soon. Conversations may feel clearer. Opportunities may appear more aligned. Old habits may no longer feel comfortable. These are signs that your environment is starting to reflect your internal growth. When you evolve within, your outer world gradually adjusts to match that evolution. Archangel Michael says, "Do not rush this transformation. Allow it to unfold gently." The most meaningful changes are not forced, they are integrated. You are not being pushed into something overwhelming. You are being guided towards something aligned. There is a difference between pressure and preparation. What you are experiencing now is preparation. Beloved soul, imagine standing at the edge of a new chapter, not with fear, not with urgency, but with calm curiosity. That is where you are. You do not need to see every detail of what is ahead. You only need to trust that your growth has equipped you for it. Your resilience has deepened. Your awareness has sharpened. Your emotional stability has strengthened. These qualities will carry you forward steadily. Archangel Michael says, "Transformation in ways you never expected does not mean chaos. It means expansion. It means doors opening that align with your maturity. It means clarity arriving where there was once confusion. It means peace becoming more consistent in your daily life. It means stepping into environments that match the steadiness you have cultivated. Beloved soul, this message is not about sudden change overnight. It is about recognizing that the shift has already begun. You are not waiting for transformation, you are living it quietly. And as you continue walking with awareness, the changes will become more visible, more tangible, more meaningful. Archangel Michael says, remain grounded. Remain reflective. Remain patient. What is unfolding will not require you to become someone else. It will simply reveal the stronger, wiser version of you that has been forming all along. Archangel Michael says, beloved soul, there is a moment in every true transformation when what was once internal begins to express itself outwardly. You may not recognize it immediately because the change feels natural, almost seamless, but the evidence will begin appearing around you. The conversations you engage in will feel different. The way people respond to you will subtly shift. Situations that once felt heavy may start resolving with surprising ease. These changes are not random. They are reflections of the internal growth that has been shaping you quietly for so long. What you nurtured within is now beginning to influence what unfolds around you. Archangel Michael says, you have entered a stage where your awareness is guiding your actions more than your emotions ever did before. There was a time when reactions controlled your direction, when uncertainty clouded your decisions, when doubt spoke louder than intuition. But now your intuition is clearer. You pause before responding. You think before reacting. You evaluate before committing. This thoughtful rhythm is changing the quality of your outcomes. And as your decisions become more intentional, your results will begin to align with the steadiness you carry inside. Beloved soul, transformation becoming visible does not require dramatic events. It often shows itself in subtle confirmations. You may notice that certain patterns no longer repeat. Situations that once triggered you may now pass without disturbance. You may find yourself walking away from what no longer aligns without needing to explain yourself extensively. This is growth becoming embodied. When growth is embodied, it does not require announcement. It expresses itself through calm confidence. Archangel Michael says, the world responds differently to someone who has matured internally. You may notice that people treat you with greater respect. Opportunities may appear that match your level of readiness. Even challenges may feel less intimidating because you have developed the capacity to navigate them with clarity. This is not coincidence. It is alignment unfolding in real time. Beloved soul, there may also be moments of release as this shift becomes visible. Certain connections may drift naturally. Certain environments may no longer feel comfortable. Do not interpret this as loss. It is refinement. When you evolve, your surroundings adjust. What once fit may no longer match your energy. And this adjustment creates space for new experiences that resonate more deeply with who you are becoming. Archangel Michael says, your patience during the unseen stages of growth is now being rewarded with clarity. You did not rush your development. You allowed lessons to integrate. You reflected instead of reacting impulsively. That discipline has strengthened your foundation. Now your foundation supports visible progress. Beloved soul, you may begin sensing increased stability. in areas that once felt unpredictable. Financial decisions may feel more organized. Emotional interactions may feel more balanced. Your daily routines may become more structured without feeling restrictive. This stability is not accidental, it is the natural result of inner awareness shaping outer habits. Archangel Michael says, as this transformation becomes visible, remain humble and grounded. Growth does not require display. It requires consistency. Continue choosing thoughtful responses. Continue protecting your peace. Continue valuing clarity over chaos. These small daily practices will deepen the visible shift in your life. Beloved soul, the unexpected nature of this transformation lies in how gently it unfolds. You may have once imagined change as dramatic, overwhelming, or disruptive. But what is unfolding now is steady and sustainable. It does not destabilize you, it strengthens you. It does not rush you, it prepares you. Archangel Michael says, your life is not transforming because of luck or sudden chance. It is transforming because you have become more conscious. Conscious living produces aligned results. Aligned results create lasting progress. And lasting progress builds confidence that cannot be easily shaken. Beloved soul, trust the evidence of this shift. Notice the calmer tone in your thoughts. Notice the increased clarity in your conversations. Notice the reduced need for external validation. These are signs that your transformation is real and active. Archangel Michael says, the visible shift you are witnessing now is only the beginning of a broader alignment. As you continue walking with awareness, more areas of your life will reflect this growth. Stay patient. Stay observant. Stay grounded in your steady confidence. Archangel Michael says, beloved soul, there is a sacred rhythm to growth. First, you transform internally. Then, gradually, the world begins presenting opportunities that match the version of you that has evolved. This is the stage you are stepping into now. The doors that are opening ahead are not random chances, they are reflections of your readiness. You are not being given more than you can handle. You are being invited into spaces that resonate with the steadiness you have cultivated. The reason this may feel unexpected is because you once doubted whether you were prepared for such alignment. But preparation was happening quietly long before you could see its results. Archangel Michael says, opportunities aligned with growth feel different from opportunities driven by impulse. They do not create anxiety. They do not pressure you into rushed decisions. Instead, they feel calm yet expansive. They challenge you gently while honoring your stability. When something aligns with your maturity, you do not feel frantic, you feel focused. You do not feel overwhelmed, you feel engaged. That difference is how you will recognize alignment. Beloved soul, you have developed discernment. You can now sense when something supports your peace and when something disturbs it. This discernment will guide you through the opportunities that are beginning to appear. You may notice invitations to collaborate, chances to express your skills more openly, or moments where your voice carries unexpected influence. These openings are not accidents. They are the natural result of your inner clarity projecting outward. Archangel Michael says, Do not underestimate the quiet strength you carry into these new spaces. There was a time when you hesitated to step forward because you feared inadequacy. That fear has softened. You understand that growth is continuous. You no longer expect perfection from yourself. You bring authenticity instead of performance. And authenticity creates genuine connection. Beloved soul, as new paths unfold, remember that not every opportunity requires immediate acceptance. Alignment includes patience. Evaluate calmly. Reflect thoughtfully. Choose what resonates deeply rather than what impresses superficially. You are no longer chasing validation, you are choosing sustainability. This mindset ensures that the progress you make will endure. Archangel Michael says, some opportunities may appear disguised as simple conversations. A single interaction could introduce you to new insight. A quiet suggestion could redirect your focus productively. Remain attentive. Transformation often advances through subtle steps rather than dramatic leaps. The alignment happening now is gradual yet powerful. Beloved soul, you may also notice an increase in confidence when considering possibilities that once intimidated you. What previously felt out of reach may now feel attainable. This shift is not arrogance, it is earned self-trust. You have witnessed your resilience. You have observed your capacity to learn and adapt. That lived experience strengthens your belief in your own capability. Archangel Michael says, the transformation unfolding is not solely external. As opportunities align, you will also feel a deeper sense of purpose. Tasks that once felt routine may now feel meaningful. Conversations that once felt ordinary may now feel purposeful. When internal clarity meets external opportunity, everyday life gains depth. Beloved soul, trust the pace at which these alignments unfold. There is no need to accelerate what is already progressing steadily. Your role is not to force expansion but to remain present as it happens. Continue nurturing your awareness. Continue maintaining your boundaries. Continue honoring your peace. These qualities will guide you through each new doorway. Archangel Michael says, unexpected transformation does not disrupt your balance, it strengthens it. The more aligned you become, the less chaotic your progress feels. You are building not just success, but stability. Not just momentum, but meaning. This distinction will protect you from burnout and ensure your growth remains sustainable. Beloved soul, as Part 3 deepens, understand that you are not waiting for your life to transform. You are actively participating in its transformation through conscious decisions. Each aligned opportunity is a reflection of the internal work you have done. Recognize that connection. Appreciate it. Let it reinforce your confidence quietly. Archangel Michael says, remain open but grounded. Curious but cautious. Ambitious but balanced. These harmonies will shape the next chapter of your journey. The transformation you once imagined as distant is now unfolding step by step, guided by your steady awareness. Archangel Michael says, beloved soul, there is a powerful moment in every transformation when your environment begins to mirror the growth that has taken place inside you. This reflection does not come with loud announcements or sudden disruption. It unfolds gradually, almost naturally, as if life itself is adjusting to match the steadiness you now carry. The conversations around you feel more intentional. The people you interact with respond differently to your energy. The spaces you enter feel either aligned or clearly misaligned, and your discernment allows you to recognize the difference immediately. This is not coincidence. It is alignment maturing. Archangel Michael says, when your internal expansion reaches a certain depth, your external world cannot remain the same. The relationships that once felt comfortable may begin to shift. The routines that once felt sufficient may begin to feel limiting. This is not instability, it is refinement. You are outgrowing environments that no longer match your clarity. Growth creates space, and space invites alignment. Beloved soul, you may notice that your tolerance for unnecessary noise has decreased. You are less willing to engage in conflict that serves no purpose. You are less interested in proving yourself. You are more focused on preserving peace. This shift affects your surroundings profoundly. People sense your boundaries even when you do not speak them loudly. Situations resolve differently because you are responding from awareness rather than emotion. Archangel Michael says, your environment reflecting your expansion may also appear as new connections forming organically. You may meet individuals who resonate with your current level of understanding. Conversations may deepen more quickly. Collaboration may feel natural rather than forced. These interactions are signals that you are stepping into spaces aligned with your maturity. Beloved soul, transformation does not always remove challenges, but it changes your relationship with them. When your environment shifts, you will notice that even obstacles feel manageable. Instead of perceiving difficulty as a threat, you approach it as a situation requiring thoughtful navigation. This calm approach influences outcomes more than you realize. Archangel Michael says, do not be surprised if certain doors close quietly during this phase. Closure is not rejection. It is redirection. When something exits your life peacefully, it often means your growth has completed its purpose within that space. Trust that every closing is creating room for something more aligned. Beloved soul, as your expansion becomes fully reflected in your environment, you will feel increased stability. Decisions will feel clearer. Priorities will feel more defined. You will sense less internal conflict about the direction you are moving. This clarity is the fruit of patience. You did not rush your growth. You allowed it to develop through reflection and discipline. Archangel Michael says, remain humble during this reflection phase. Expansion does not require arrogance. It requires consistency. Continue practicing thoughtful responses. Continue honoring your boundaries. Continue choosing alignment over approval. These habits will maintain the stability you have worked to build. Beloved soul, your life transforming in unexpected ways does not mean chaos. It means your environment is reorganizing itself to match your elevated awareness. You are no longer drawn to intensity without purpose. You are no longer influenced by every external opinion. You are becoming selective, intentional, grounded. Archangel Michael says, notice the peace becoming more consistent in your daily experiences. Notice the reduction of unnecessary conflict. Notice the increasing sense of direction. These are confirmations that your transformation is not temporary. It is rooted. Beloved soul, as this phase deepens, understand that you are not chasing change, you are embodying it. The world around you is adjusting because you adjusted first. This alignment will continue unfolding as long as you remain conscious of your choices. Archangel Michael says, stay steady. Stay reflective. Stay open to what feels aligned. Your environment is becoming a mirror of your inner strength, and that reflection will support the next chapter of your journey. Archangel Michael says, beloved soul, there is a final stage in transformation where preparation turns into embodiment. For a long time you were learning, adjusting, strengthening quietly. You were refining your patience, deepening your awareness, building resilience without realizing how much you were growing. But now you are stepping into the version of yourself that was being prepared all along. This is not a sudden change in personality, it is a steady recognition of your evolved identity. You are no longer reacting from old insecurities. You are no longer shrinking to fit expectations that no longer align with you. You are standing with quiet assurance, not because everything is perfect, but because you understand yourself more deeply. Archangel Michael says, stepping fully into who you have become feels calm rather than dramatic. It feels like breathing easier. It feels like thinking clearer. It feels like speaking without overanalyzing every word. There was a time when you hesitated before expressing your perspective. Now you communicate with thoughtful clarity. There was a time when uncertainty made you question your worth. Now you recognize that worth is not dependent on constant validation. This internal shift influences every area of your life. Beloved soul, embodiment means you are no longer trying to prove growth, you are living it. You are not announcing change, you are demonstrating it through consistency. Your routines reflect discipline. Your boundaries reflect self-respect. Your patience reflects maturity. This stability makes your transformation sustainable rather than temporary. Archangel Michael says, you may begin noticing that you approach decisions differently now. Instead of reacting quickly, you reflect. Instead of assuming the worst, you assess calmly. Instead of seeking reassurance externally, you trust your discernment. This thoughtful approach protects you from unnecessary turbulence. It also strengthens your confidence because your decisions are rooted in awareness rather than impulse. Beloved soul, stepping fully into your prepared self also means releasing lingering doubts. There may have been moments where you questioned whether you were ready for growth of this magnitude. But readiness is not measured by perfection, it is measured by consciousness. You are conscious of your strengths. You are conscious of your limitations. You are conscious of your direction. That awareness is enough. Archangel Michael says, as you embody this new version of yourself, you will feel less internal conflict. Your goals will align with your values. Your actions will reflect your priorities. Your energy will be directed intentionally rather than scattered. This integration reduces stress and increases clarity. It creates forward movement that feels stable. Beloved soul, the unexpected transformation spoken about at the beginning is now becoming tangible. Not through sudden upheaval, but through steady elevation. You are thinking at a higher level. You are choosing at a higher level. You are responding at a higher level. And because of that, your life will continue adjusting to meet your growth. Archangel Michael says, do not rush beyond this embodiment stage. Allow it to settle fully. Let your confidence remain grounded. Continue nurturing your awareness daily. The transformation is not a single event, it is an ongoing alignment between who you are internally and what you experience externally. Beloved soul, stepping into your prepared self also deepens your peace. You no longer feel compelled to compete unnecessarily. You no longer feel pressured to measure yourself against others. You understand that your journey is uniquely shaped by your experiences. This understanding removes comparison and replaces it with contentment. Archangel Michael says, the future unfolding before you will reflect this maturity. Opportunities will feel aligned rather than forced. Relationships will feel supportive rather than draining. Decisions will feel intuitive rather than confusing. This is the reward of steady growth. Beloved soul, remain humble in your expansion. Remain patient in your progress. Remain conscious in your choices. The transformation you are living now is not fragile, it is rooted. And rooted growth continues flourishing quietly over time. Archangel Michael says, as this part concludes, remember that you are not becoming someone entirely new. You are revealing who you were always capable of being. This revelation will continue guiding your steps calmly and confidently. Archangel Michael says, beloved soul, there is a sacred point in every transformation when change stops feeling like something that is happening to you and begins feeling like something that is naturally part of you. This is the stage you are entering now. The growth that once felt unfamiliar is becoming comfortable. The strength that once required effort is becoming instinctive. The clarity that once came in brief moments is now steady and reliable. You are no longer adjusting to transformation, you are embodying it. And when transformation becomes your new normal, your life moves forward with quiet authority. Archangel Michael says, you have moved through phases of uncertainty, reflection, alignment, and visible expansion. Each stage shaped you differently. Each lesson carved deeper awareness into your perspective. And now those lessons are integrated. You do not need reminders to stay grounded because grounding feels natural. You do not need constant reassurance because your self-trust has strengthened. You are operating from a calmer center. Beloved soul, your transformation becoming normal means that what once felt intimidating no longer holds the same weight. You approach responsibilities with steadiness instead of anxiety. You enter conversations with clarity instead of hesitation. You evaluate decisions with confidence instead of doubt. This shift changes your entire rhythm of living. Life begins to feel organized around your awareness rather than chaotic around your reactions. Archangel Michael says, the unexpected ways your life is transforming are not loud or disruptive, they are sustainable and stabilizing. You are developing routines that support your peace. You are maintaining boundaries that protect your energy. You are choosing environments that respect your growth. These choices, repeated consistently, solidify transformation into lifestyle. Beloved soul, you may notice that you are less easily influenced by external noise. Opinions that once unsettled you now pass without disturbance. Situations that once drained you now feel manageable. This emotional stability is not detachment. It is maturity. It allows you to remain compassionate without being overwhelmed. Archangel Michael says, when transformation becomes normal, your goals also refine. You are no longer seeking temporary validation. You are building long-term stability. You measure success by alignment rather than applause. This mindset ensures that your future will be rooted in authenticity. Beloved soul, reflect on how far you have come. The person who once questioned every decision has grown into someone who trusts their discernment. The heart that once feared missteps has learned resilience. The mind that once rushed toward outcomes now values preparation. These shifts did not happen overnight. They developed through patience and awareness. Archangel Michael says, your life moving forward will not feel chaotic. It will feel intentional. Each step you take will reflect the integration of lessons learned. You are no longer reacting impulsively, you are responding thoughtfully. This difference creates consistency. And consistency builds lasting success. Beloved soul, there may still be moments of uncertainty ahead, but they will not destabilize you the way they once did. You have developed tools, reflection, patience, discernment, calm confidence. These tools will guide you through future seasons without losing balance. Archangel Michael says, remember that transformation is not a destination. It is a continual unfolding. What feels stable now will continue evolving as you grow further. But the foundation you have built ensures that future growth will not overwhelm you. It will expand you. Beloved soul, as this series reaches its conclusion, carry this understanding forward: you are not waiting for change. You are living within it. You are not hoping for stability. You are creating it. You are not seeking strength. You are embodying it. Archangel Michael says, walk from this moment with steady assurance. Continue nurturing awareness. Continue valuing clarity. Continue protecting your peace. The transformation that began quietly has now become part of who you are. And that integration will guide every step you take next. If this full journey resonated deeply with you, type Amen and carry this calm transformation into your day. Your growth is real. Your steadiness is lasting. Your life is unfolding intentionally.